up? What's going on, everybody? I know that it has been a hot minute since my last video. And I was recording on my phone for a while, but now I'm gonna go back to this G7X Canon that I've had since like 2016. It's almost 10 years old, so the quality is not amazing, but I can see myself and it's not taking up all this room on my phone. I think it'll be easier for me to make content like this. So, as you can see, I am here in my new office, which the last time I was here with y'all, I was in New York, and now we are in Colorado. Do not plan on moving again. Just moving, fatigued out, have no interest in moving again. I don't even really want to move from this house we're renting, let alone another city or anything like that, or state, or across the freaking country. I have moved since 2019. We've moved from Oregon to New York to Texas, Texas to Florida, Florida back to New York to Colorado. I'm done. We've moved every year except for when we were in Texas from 2021 to 2022, or 2020 to 2022, or whatever the math is. So yeah, so here we are in Colorado. I'm not moving. It's not happening. Alright, so I'm here. Actually, let me show you my little computer setup. Let's see. Okay, so this is my computer setup. So I've got this beautiful window, which looks terrible when I'm facing it, but oh, the light is so nice coming from this window. I can't really see anything out this window, however, it's literally just, it's just a fence, but it's better than nothing. Sometimes you see a squirrel roll by. But, so I have my monitor, my main laptop that's hooked up to my monitor. I mostly just use my monitor, to be honest. But then I have my phone on a little stand because I'm constantly listening to music or checking social or whatever. So this is like where I am. Ow. This is where I am for 40 hours out of my week, is in this room. I've got my little drawings from Antler. He drew me a little squirrely colored in and different hearts and stuff. Then this is where we shoot glued together. So the camera kind of sits somewhere over here, and you get the glued together shots over here. This is also where this turns into a bed, so this is also where people come and stay, although we've only had like 2 visitors. Then we've got my big old, this thing is huge, it's really tall, but it's got all my great stuff on it. I actually have all of these magazines that I really want to put out, like, this was when I was in the Out 100, I really want to get that in there. I've got some other magazine covers, I've got the Men's Health cover, whoops, I'm making a mess. But then I also have things like this is really cool, actually. So, I've gone to a couple of different cool events in my lifetime, but this one is from Coachella, and not like the city, not the place, not the event. But they have like Transgender Pride Day, right? I can't really see that well. But I want to get stuff like this that was handed to me, right? So it says blah blah blah, transgender and non-gender, and gender non-conforming persons. Where is it? Here we go. Whereas we recognize contributions that Trans Pride and Aydian Dowling provide to this undeserved community and commend these accomplishments towards full equality. Stuff like that. Like, I have another one from Palm Springs, the city of Palm Springs. Similar language. Has my name in it. Like, it's just like cool stuff, you know? Like, this stuff is cool. Things that I'd love to have hanging on my walls. but I just haven't got there yet. Otherwise, I've built this. I bought the pieces and built it. This little shelf here. And then that closet just has a bunch of my crap in it, if I'm being completely honest with you. Oh, here's a better view of the outside. You can see the grass, the nice green grass. So that's my little office tour. Again, this is where I'm spending, 40 hours of my week, probably more, to be honest, between editing and the podcast. So maybe 50, 60, 70 hours a week are literally sitting right here or standing right in this spot, which I know is extremely entertaining. Happy to be your entertainment. So the hardest part about making your first video in a while is that, number one, it feels awkward. And the second hardest part is that when I'm just talking about my day, it looks like I literally could have just shot all of these shots back to back and no one would ever know. But a little update, since this seems to be like a general life update actually, is I am now working full-time for Point of Pride. Very excited about that. So me and my buddy Jeff started Point of Pride back in 2016. We became an official nonprofit. But besides that, we had started programs back as early as 2012 when Jeff was just kind of helping me manage my 0.5cc website and kind of just building a friendship off of that. And I started giving away gently used binders. People started mailing them to me. I would give them away if you purchased a t-shirt. I was giving, I would say most of the profit from 0.5cc was going out to a single recipient each year. It wasn't too much. 0.5cc never, ever sustained me as a human being. Yes, I would pay myself sometimes to buy groceries. Yes, sometimes I would pay myself to pay our monthly rent. Things like that, but it was never a constant paycheck. It was never, oh, every month I make X amount of dollars from 0.5cc. It was always more of oh shit, I don't have any money, so I'm gonna have to pay myself. And whatever was left over, right, between paying for all of the shirts and all of the inks and stuff like that, and then, paying, different things, right, that I would need, I would give some of that money away. So that's where the binder program started and where the actual the annual surgery fund happened, which, by the way, right now, as I make this video, it is October 21st, and our annual trans surgery fund will be opening November 1st. So if you or someone you know needs help and they have barriers to accessing care, whether that's systemic barriers, location barriers, or financial barriers, definitely check out, I'll put in the link below, pointofpride.org. You can apply today. But Trans Awareness Week is happening November 13th to the November 19th, and then it ends on Trans Day of Remembrance. So part of my job now as the Chief Advancement Officer at Point of Pride is to create programming and really amplify our message. So here is a breakdown of what is going on. So I have something happening every single day. So it's a lot of programming. So on November 13th, we'll have our bottom surgery fireside. On November 13th, we'll have our bottom surgery fireside chat with Dr. Lay. Then on November 14th, we have our gender affirming voice coaching workshop with Renee. Then on the 15th, we have our breast augmentation and orchirectomy fireside chat with Dr. Cherie. On November 15th, we have our HRT fireside chat with Dr. Ronnie. November 16th, we have our top surgery fireside chat with Dr. Mosser. November 17th, we have two events. We have a Tucking with Confidence and a Binding with Confidence. They are both virtual workshops. Tucking workshop is with Michelle and Ray, and the Binding will be with Kai and Ray. So Tucking will be all about different ways in which to tuck both with and without garments, and then binding will be different ways to bind with trans tape as well as binders. Then we have on the 18th our masculinizing facial surgery with Dr. Faki. And then November 19th will be our facial feminization surgery with Dr. Spiegel. So once we actually have a blog post put out, I'll definitely put it in an upcoming video. But that's what I've been working on as of late, just trying to get programming for every day and really focus on programming that's revolved around our funds, right? So we have our garments, which is our binders and gaff. Then we have our HRT access fund. We have our electrolysis and laser hair removal fund. We have our annual trans surgery fund. And then we have our Thrive fund. So all of those things are happening. If you want to attend any of them, definitely you can either join the newsletter at pointofpride.org, follow us on Instagram at pointofprideorg, or just keep watching these videos because I'm sure I'll continue to talk about them. Alright, so workday's over. I did go to the dentist today as well, so nice clean teeth. But I wanted to show you to kind of end this video, and I promise that, like, this is a rough beginning video. I know that, you know that, we all know that. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Also, they will get better. So I wanted to show you, however, I am starting to work on Antler's cake. I'll make a much more in-depth video about his cake. So this is where I'm at right now. It's gonna be a Sonic cake. This is where I'm at. Oh, look, there you go. Look what happened. This whole bottom fell. This whole bottom fell off, so to figure out a way to get it to stick up there, I literally just fell. Smells so good. I thought that if I put some chocolate on there, it would work, but it just didn't stay on, so I think I might need to put a whole layer of chocolate on here. So that's what I'm going to attempt next. I'll probably do that maybe tomorrow. I kind of started doing it here, you can see. So this top head, no one's really going to be eating this head, but it needs to be edible. So should you eat it? Probably not. Could you eat it? You totally could eat it. So that's where I'm at right now with this. I'm thinking I'm going to do the chocolate layer. That might just be the best thing. I don't know what I'm going to do about his chin. Just don't know what to do about that yet, but one thing at a time. I've got his little fist here that I started making. A little fist, as he's like going to be punching. So I'll keep you updated on that, though. I'll probably make a whole video a little more in depth about that, but otherwise, I will end here. Just making it through. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Alright. I'm so happy this video is over. I just needed the first one out of the way so we can jump back into these. So, I will catch you in next week's video. Peace.